Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, I want to share with you 5 things that I wish I knew before starting my perfume collection. Now, I started my collection around 2020, very early 2020, right before we locked down. And there's so many mistakes that I've made. I just narrowed it down to 5 just for sake of not having a super long video. But I wanted to do this video because I know a lot of you guys are starting your collection and just now entering into your fragrance journey. And a lot of the mistakes that I made, I don't want you guys to make them, especially in the season that we are in. So if I can help you guys save some money by not making some bad fragrance mistakes or just heartache, save time, all the things, that's what I want to do today. So if you're interested in knowing the 5 things I wish I knew before starting my fragrance collection, then please continue to watch. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, you guys, so like I said, there's a host of mistakes that I was making when I first started my fragrance collection. But if you guys want to see a part 2, let me know. Depending on how good this video does, I'll definitely do a part 2. So like I said, I narrowed it down to 5 and I wrote them down. So the first thing is blind buying. So when I first started my fragrance collection early 2020, I told you guys that we locked down for obvious reasons around March or April of 2020. So I was forced to blind buy. And at the time, around late 2019, early 20 is when I really got the fragrance bug. I was bit, okay? I always had fragrances in my collection. I've always worn perfume, but I had probably about 20 to 30 tops bottles in my collection. But something happened to me in 2019. I don't know if that was my premonition and I knew we were gonna lock down and I knew I needed something to comfort me and distract me from everything we had going on. But I just had the fragrance itch and I just was blind buying, okay? There was no choice but to blind buy. But my only regret is blind buying from places that I could not return to. Now, there's nothing wrong with a good blind buy. I know you guys tell me that all the time. Y'all like the rush of blind buying. But in this season, in this current economy, with all that we have going on in the world, I feel like we need to be smarter with our money and much more intentional with our purchases. So although the rush of blind buying can be fun, you guys, you need to blind buy from places that you can return to if you don't like it, okay? So you're gonna basically get the rush from the blind buy, but let's say you get the fragrance and you don't love it, you can return it and get your coins back, okay? Blind buying from places that you cannot get your money back from is diabolical. I know you guys are gonna tell me that you can sell it on Mercari or eBay or your fragrance groups or what have you, but you're not going to be able to get the same amount of money that you pay for the fragrance. And who wants to even go through that headache? Like, I don't even want to go through that. You just want to be able to buy the fragrance. If you don't like it, you can ship it back off to that retailer, get your money back, or you can go to the store of that retailer and get your money back. So that's one thing I wish I knew about blind buying. When I first started my fragrance collection, blind buy from places that you can actually return to. The second thing I wish I knew is not to buy backup bottles before the original bottle is empty. Guys, I used to buy a fragrance and love it so much that I would buy the backup bottle immediately. That was not smart. One, because now I'm forced to use this second bottle of juice when there's so many fragrances coming out and being released that, I mean, although I love this fragrance and I love this juice, there's something else that I might love even more, you know? So now I'm stuck with having to now use this same bottle of fragrance with this same juice. So although there's some fragrances that definitely are backup bottle worthy, don't buy the backup bottle until said original bottle is finished, okay? Don't be like me. I bought 3 bottles of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I still have my 3rd bottle of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, y'all. Although I love that scent, I truly love Soleil Blanc, especially in the summertime. It's a nutty, creamy, citrusy, coconutty type scent. It's tropical. It's perfect for a beach vacation, perfect for summer, all the things. But did I need 3 bottles of them? No, especially when I'm still on the 3rd bottle. But I just say that to say, wait until you finish the bottle of whatever the original fragrance is, and let's just see if you're craving it. Maybe once you finish the original bottle, you'll revisit at a later date. You don't have to use it right away. It doesn't have to be in the collection right now. It doesn't have to be on standby. It is not that important. There's so many other fragrances out there. There's so many other fragrances in your collection. I know y'all got big collections. So just enjoy what you have and rotate and wear the other fragrances. So let the backup bottles just sit for a minute. Just know in the back of your mind, this is a for life fragrance. And at any moment, you can just decide, you know what, I want to get that fragrance again, so let me go get it. As long as it's not limited edition, but there's no reason to buy a backup bottle when you're still working on that original bottle. Number 3, never ask a sales associate at the counter if a particular fragrance lasts long. They're going to tell you yes, okay? Whether the fragrance lasts long or not, they want the sale, they will tell you yes. Now, if you're a sales associate watching this video and you have integrity and you are honest, exclude yourself from this. However, lots of sales associates will tell you what you want to hear to make the sale. Now, what I've learned is that fragrances perform differently on everyone. It's not one size fits all. It's how you layer. It's how moisturized you are. It's how much you spray. It's where you spray. I mean, there's so many factors that go into a fragrance lasting long on Sarah and not lasting long on Jane, okay? So it's not a one size fits all thing. There's no timer in the juice of a fragrance to say, okay, after the 8-hour mark, it's gonna stop. It doesn't work like that. Make sure you're spraying your fragrances on clean, exfoliated, well moisturized skin. Now, there's some rare cases where there's some fragrances that it doesn't matter how much you spray, how much you're moisturized, how much you exfoliate your skin. The fragrance is just a weak performing fragrance. But for the most part, do not ask, because everyone's gonna experience the longevity of a fragrance differently. Number 4, and please don't come for me because I have been guilty of this. Do not listen to someone when they say it is a safe blind buy, okay? And like I said, I've said many times, oh, it's a safe blind buy, but I've learned my lesson. I've stopped saying that. I might say it's a safer blind buy, but I'm still telling you to blind buy at your own risk, okay? I have to cover myself because nothing is safe. What I deem as safe, you may deem as not safe whatsoever. We're all different. We all have different tastes. We all have different likes and wants and needs. So who am I to say what is safe? Because what's safe to me could be very, very harmful for you. You know, there's some people who hike up mountains and, you know, they think it's safe. For me, that's very dangerous, okay? I'm not a hiker. So what's safe to John may not be safe to James. So always take safe blind buy with a grain of salt, honey. Matter of fact, sprinkle some black pepper, some smoked paprika, and turmeric on it too, okay? Because it is not a safe blind buy ever. And finally, number 5. This right here, guys. Never base the performance of a fragrance on a little sample, okay? Never do that. This sample is not gonna give you enough juice for you to base the performance on. This is just simply for you to spray it, smell it, and get the gist of what the fragrance smells like. Will you like the fragrance, yes or no? That is what this is for. This isn't to be judged on performance. It is not enough, okay? Trust me when I tell you, please do not judge the performance of a fragrance on a tiny little sample. Okay, you guys, so those are the 5 things that I wish I knew before starting my fragrance collection. If you want to see part 2, make sure you thumbs up the video and leave me a comment down below, and I'm gonna get part 2 out to you. So remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.